Hello. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Didn't even realize that you can't hear me. Thanks for pointing that out. All right. Good morning, everybody. Well, afternoon, evening, good night, whichever it is for you. Jay was expecting me to appear. Yeah, that was a crazy 24 hours. It wasn't even quite 24 hours, but sup, Gurgle? That's right about where we just started that show yesterday. And did about 20%. We've gone a little more than that, actually, as much as 21%. Can't say I was expecting a 21% drop. So, those of you in the power hour, we quickly move from scenario one to scenario two, where we're likely headed higher with with a much deeper first correction. Um, but what a doozy! I was telling everyone in the Slack chat room, we may get an actual mini capitulation here if this continued going. And then right when I started the stream, we started bouncing. So I'll go to the daily time frame. Been using these new moving averages, which seem to be doing pretty good. The 14 EMA, 28 EMA, and we got pretty close to that 28 EMA at 30K so far, and we can still go down farther. We've gotten down to 31.3, which is pretty close to 30. And yeah, it does look like we'll have another distribution day today for those following the distribution day slash follow through day system. That's no bueno. That's market incorrection for that particular system. So that'll be tricky today. We'll have to do some homework on that one, to be honest with you. But yeah, quite a significant past 24 hours, down about 16% now on a midnight UTC close basis, as TradingView does. Down significantly. Could be done, could not be done. Um, Really could be either way. To be honest with you, it's not on the 15-minute candle. I'm still not seeing, big enough buying pressure for us to truly be over. Look at the volume aggregation tool. It's actually been red the entire time yesterday. Versus if we back up a little bit, um, it didn't really stay that red through this whole section here. So while this trend line is a very natural place for it to stop, and I hope it does stop, hope it doesn't break the trend line, that's definitely a little bit interesting. What's up, Blair? Yeah, 25% from all-time highs. Very manageable for a base in Bitcoin. Very manageable. So I'm still not mad at it from a longer term perspective, but that 80K video I put out a little bit ago, maybe not as soon as we thought. You hear echo? Jeez, my audio's all over the place today. Put my headphones on, see if I can listen to myself talk. No, no echo. I don't hear an echo. Hey, what up, Ted? Yeah, well, this is healthy for Bitcoin. This puts us, like I said, from scenario one into scenario two, which is where we have a bigger run and it lasts longer, which is fine with me. I got no quarrels with that. That's okay. But hopefully this is the bottom, bouncing off that bottom trend line. Um, 21 daily EMA. Yeah, we had the 28 day. Yeah, I could see that being the 21 day. Let me add the 21 on EMA 4 real quick. Yeah, bounced right through it. So there's your 21, 14, 21, 28. 2 week, 3 week, 4 week. Not too bad. And more importantly than the EMA is respecting my trend line. That's be honest with you. That's for me. That's one of the keys here for sure. Yeah, I actually we did a lot of work, Ted, a while ago before we joined back up, and I actually like this 28 week over the 21 week. Look at how nicely it lines up here at these lows. It tends to line up pretty well. So I'm really liking that a little bit better than the 21. All right, so let's go down to the 15 minute. Nah, it's good, Ted. I'll go over it later. So let's go to the 15 minute real quick. All right, so that is a nice green, very similar to this. I thought this was going to be our low yesterday. This low right here, this sequence down to 35. That was very good for a drop and then a bounce back up. This is looking very much like that. The only thing that faltered on this particular one was, I mean, it just stalled. There was no follow through in this sequence right here, and then it led very quickly back down. So this looks a little bit like that, but I'm not. It's gonna stop at some point, if that makes sense. It's at some point it's gonna stop selling off. This trend line support is pretty good, but it's still, man, it's still not like ringing super big buy signals to me. But these trend line support that I use for my system are pretty good. But like I said, this looks eerily similar to this. I just really hope we're able to break back to the upside. Um, RSI shows momentum going away ish. Yeah, it's been diverging the whole time, Mike, right there. The whole time since even before what, like I said, I thought that was going to be the bottom. It's been diverging this whole time. So this is why I don't use RSIs necessarily to really time signals. Like it's a secondary indicator, but you can see here it's gone down a good 10% since it first started diverging, even on this these other subsequent drops. But yeah, overall, this would be perfect for a bottom. Absolutely perfect for a bottom. A little bit quicker than I thought we would get there, but that's welcome to cryptos. They do stuff in their own times. You're just along for the ride. But yeah, so it's definitely interesting. All about trend lines and patterns. Hey Jay, everyone's got their edge, man. I'm not trying to tell you guys that's your edge. That's just my edge. That's what I do. And I'll sometimes throw other things in my bag of tricks, but it's what works really well for me, and so I stick with those. You know, you got to think about it out there, guys. Trend lines exist for a reason. The RSI exists for a reason. The MACD exists for a reason. Traders use these tools. Price action exists for a reason. You know what I mean? Moving averages exist for a reason. Um, I generally view the markets in terms of different baskets of traders. There's traders that do all different sorts of things, and when all those things align, that's when you get these really spectacular moves like the 20,000 break. That's when all those traders, all of them, at one time agreed we're going. The rest of the time, they're always fighting between each other. So it's a little bit like politics. Every once in a while, you get a really good market, you get a really good sense of community, but more often than not, we're fighting with each other over a bunch of little piddly stuff. Oh, you were saying that as a compliment. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'll appreciate that. How's it dropping if Grayscale is buying 900 BTC a day? Says Jokester. Well, I mean, the market is bigger than any one player, and Grayscale is a pretty big player. But I mean, think about it. If you're buying 900 Bitcoin a day and you see a sale coming up pretty soon, I don't know if they do price action. I don't know if they do. I'm not sure how they buy their Bitcoin, to be honest with you. But like, if you see a drop in coming, wouldn't you just pause buying that 900 Bitcoin until you see a pretty good price? So again, baskets of traders, up at 40,000, a lot of people, apparently enough people weren't buying Bitcoin. Then it started to roll over, and then everyone was just staying out of the way or exiting positions or caught off guard. And then, you find support here. I mean, so if you think about this in terms of a range, let's go ahead back out to the daily charts. You can look at each of these drops and say to yourself, okay, people here thought that we were overvalued, and then people here thought it was a good idea to buy again. And then everyone is arguing in between, right? So you go underneath, that's your bargain buying. In between the range here is kind of your normal everyday whatever. Everyone's just infighting, and then back above this level, or here that they thought it was we're selling some, thought it was buying some, sell some more, and then everyone wanted to buy more once it crossed through the 20K. So again, just those baskets of traders arguing until you get these really really big moves. And the same thing just happened right here. It's like, okay, move these lines. Okay, 40,000, 41, 42,000. Okay, that's going to be where your people are thinking it's too expensive or want to take some profits. Because keep in mind, it doesn't mean it's too expensive. There's a lot of traders out there, professionals and semi-professionals and otherwise, that take profits at certain points just to bank profits, because that's this business. And then at the same time, once it drops back down, you got people that say, okay, there's other baskets of traders that want to buy at certain levels. Some bought at 35 last night, some bought at 32. We got almost down to 30, 31. There are people down there that thought it was a good time to buy after dropping 20 to 25%. There's probably traders out there that buy when something drops 20 to 25%. I mean, name a scenario. There's someone out there trading that. That's just the way that it is. I mean, there's just so many people trading. There's so many different strategies. So that's pretty much what it is. It's not that Grayscale, it stopped buying Bitcoin. If you look at it from that perspective, then why do we ever go down? We should never go down from that perspective. So the whole market is filled with people just like you and people super far away from you in terms of your mindset to all kinds of things. I mean, politics in the past year, past 12 years, for crying out loud, has really shown that, is that everyone has differing opinions of all kinds of scopes and things of that nature. So, and same with investing. Same with investing. All right, where'd my VA tool go? There we go. Very special headless chicken mode of trading. Yeah. All right, so let's go back down to the 15-minute. We're watching on another screen over here on my screen, and we do have a very nice green candle. 20 seconds left. Ideally, this is our bottom. Like, this is textbook for me, just from a trend line perspective. I don't like how this particular candle closed, but the immediate reversal is really good. And I was saying in the Slack room, we may be headed for a mini capitulation. This is not quite a mini capitulation. Jeez, that was loud in my ears. It's not quite a mini capitulation, but it may do for a reversal. At the same time, it isn't a textbook price action reversal. Hopefully, we'll be able to come up here and, like we did here, form a little bull flag and some continuation. But we need some extra volume on that continuation. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Is we need to see some follow through. After what is a pretty good volume action, you can view this as a big brother to this action over here. Like I said, this was pretty good. This one also pretty good. Hopefully, hopefully will hold up. What would be a buy for you from this point on? Well, I've already entered some positions right at the start of the stream down here. I bought some here. I liquidated some of those positions from overnight because I'm like, I just did not like the look of this thing holding overnight, and then I ended up buying down there. Riot down, yeah, I bet. could be a good time to buy some Riot, actually, down 25%. Yeah, 22, 23%. If you're looking for some BTC in your traditional accounts, that's not a bad way to play it. Trying to buy, because you have to keep in mind that if this is our low, this is likely not to be breached. Ideally, it's not breached. Doesn't mean it can't roll over and try to undercut and rally through. But ideally, this low, if this is the low, and we don't know right now. We don't know right now. Like I said, it's not super classical for me. But if you look at the daily, look at the volume. I mean, this could turn into like this candle. Look at how heavy this candle is. We're not far from that. And this was a low that never got touched. from that perspective, that's ideally what happens here. And then we form another consolidation and then continue on. And then we eventually to 80K. Just takes a little bit longer because when you have these deeper declines, they take longer to come back from. I haven't even looked at an ETH chart to be honest with you. I can take a look real quick. Yeah, so it's having a nice pullback as well. There's the volume. So basically broke that range, coming back. I'm gonna have to go in a minute, guys. My voice is gone. I'm with you, Ted. I'm with you. Does look like it's holding. Takes longer to regain people who get spooked away. Absolutely, absolutely, Jay. Yeah, you're waking up this morning and you weren't expecting this kind of a drop. You're a little scared this morning, and it's going to take a time for that confidence. Well, hey, 2017 would be good, Jay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Jay, are you in the Slack chat room? I don't think you're in Slack, are you? Why not? There's no, there's no. I don't charge for it or nothing. You should be. You're here on every stream. Yeah, just jump on the front page of my website, real-crypto.com. Whoops, I can't type. I can chart, but I can't type. Yeah, just right here on the home page, right there. No, it's a Slack chat room. If you have the Slack app, it's an app. It's just Slack. It's it's just this guy right here. It's just Slack. Nothing crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean all the guys are in there. I'm in there. Yeah, get in there. CRM right now? All right, we can pull up. Let's pull up. So, guys, I do have a real stocks channel that I run as well as real crypto. Not to have stocks take over, but just to look for a minute. Mentioning CRM. What are you talking about CRM for? CRM now? Nothing super exciting on CRM right there. Tesla obviously been in the middle of a parabolic run, and trying to play with it today a little bit. Hey, what up, Ellie? Yeah, I jumped in extreme stream. Doing an extreme stream here because Bitcoin was diving into the dirt. But it appears that we've already hopefully bottomed. It's loose. It looks good for a bottom, but it's definitely not guaranteed by any stretch. I can't guarantee this is a bottom. If it starts rolling over again, I'll be cutting my positions again. But yeah, see, it's already kind of stalling out. I don't like that even that many stalling action. To be honest with you. No, Nvidia's up today. Nice. You dropped a lot of money in crypto yesterday and today, Ellie. Yeah, it's this drop has been a pretty good sale. Length if it drops lower. I don't really do targets to be honest with you. I was this morning. I'm looking for a bit of a capitulation drop. If it rolls over again, if here's the thing, like this was a good bottom. Easily could have been the bottom, especially given the price action we've had recently in the past month. Easily could have been the bottom. It was a nice small percentage move. Um, down about 15% in line with what we've done already. Very much normal. We've since morphed into a very traditional base at 25% deep. And if we end up with a correction, an actual like capitulation correction, it could drop down somewhat significantly. So hold on a second. Nvidia up. That's pretty good. My all-time high for the run. I don't know. I really have no idea. I don't play like that. I mean, I'll throw some numbers out here and there based on legs and what I see and things of that nature. But I don't really like to. I don't like to play that game too much, just because you can just never know. You can never know. It's a guessing game. People try to sound smart doing that. I'm just not that smart. My Nasdaq's down pretty significantly there. All right, so we're holding, but we're not extending up, which is not that great. So hopefully, maybe we can roll over, put in a higher low, and then we'll start to see some further prices. But right now, um, right now, again, so keep in mind, people are nibbling on the way down. They bought a bunch here, bought a bunch here, bought a bunch here, bought a bunch here. But until it stabilizes, it's hard to know the exact reversal time. So you try and time it exactly. That's going to be very, very hard to do. Um, other than the trend line holding, if that holds, then that's a great way to do it. Picks, yeah, yeah, Jay, yeah, we do. We throw charts in there all the time, buddy, for sure. What are you talking about there? The got Coinbase and Robinhood make it hard to buy. Um, what are you saying there, Popov? Didn't receive ETC? Well, contact Coinbase. I mean, usually it's something simple and things can kind of come back, but it may have just been a yeah. I don't know much about the transaction that you made there, unfortunately. So yeah, get in contact with Coinbase. I mean, if you're buying something, then it should be there. What's the effect of Tether lawsuit? What's ETH all time high going to be, please? I don't know what the all time high is going to be. No idea. I know it's going to be higher. I think ETH's going to keep going. I think Bitcoin's going to keep going. It's just going to take a while for us to get back to highs after drops like this. Market confidence is shaken, so general investor confidence is shaken. Takes a while to recover from that. What's the what for the Slack chat, Jay? You gave back. Hold on a minute, everyone. I'll come back, answer some questions, and I'm going to get out of here. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So, I'll see a few questions up here I missed. In terms of that, in terms of Popov's talking about his investments, if you deposited DAI, look at your wallet. You should see some. You should see a balance of DAI that you're going to have to swap for Tether or Bitcoin or whatever they allow you to do that for. So Hey, bud. Ethan, my son Ethan is 10 now. Ethan, say hello to everybody.
Hi.
Say, I'm 10.
I'm 10.
What are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
No, tell them. Say, I'm 10. What are you going to do about it?
I'm 10. What are you going to do about it?
That's silly. You're silly, Ethan. Why would you even say that? Makes no sense at all. It's my son Ethan. His 10th birthday was yesterday. And he's been 10 for 12 hours. You've been 10 for 12 hours. I put 80K prediction on BTC. What would the ETH be in comparison to the 80K? Um, I'll be honest with you. I don't have a fully formed opinion on ETH yet in terms of its next bull run. Just to be honest with you, I don't know. I just don't. I haven't fully formed that opinion, and I haven't been able to put any work in because of birthdays and because of Bitcoin's recent action. Haven't done the work on that particular thing. Oh, the web page. I'll just type it in chat. It's real-crypto.com. I can't type. Yeah, it's just right on the home page there, Jay. All right, so yeah, I don't know if Bitcoin got to 80K. I mean, you think ETH would at least be 2,000. It tends to do better percentage wise than BTC. So hopefully, hopefully that's it. Hey, there you go, Dan. Two 10-year-olds taking over the world. Sometimes I think my kid just wants all my stuff. That's what I think is happening. He just wants all my stuff. He'll eventually get it. How big of a correction do you think that we're going to see on this run? Well, we may have already seen the bottom of this. We just came down to my trend line, 21 EMA, close to the 28 EMA, and tremendous amount of volume down here. But like I said a short time ago, this bottom is very much like this bottom. I thought this was a very good look for a bottom. This right here, this is a little, in my opinion, less of a good look, but it came down to very much more supported levels. So, and the volume is bigger. So hopefully this will end up being the bottom. We may have already seen it down here at about 31,000. But we do need some confirmation and some follow through before we can truly call it the bottom. That's the fun part about technical analysis, is that you never know you're right until after the fact. So that's basically your line right now for price resistance. And as you can see, we're not anywhere near it. Over after this run, we came back and exceeded it a little bit, and then rolled over again, which was not healthy action. But it's looking better this time around with the volume being so excitable. And then again, even on the daily, our volume is very heavy, which bodes well for us having some sort of a bottom on this day. Very close to these very elevated volume candles. With 9 hours, 10 hours left in the day, you can assume we'll be up here. So this should be a good bottom for BTC. And I'm positioned as such, but if it does start to roll over, I will once again cut positions and then wait for the next low. That's how I'm going to play it out, basically. Moment to buy ETH. Well, who the hell knows? That's like one moment. That's tough. That's super tough. I mean, with the market down this much, I mean, buying the leaders makes sense. So if you want to buy Ethereum, maybe we can look at the Ethereum chart. Um, Actually, less volume on this bottom than on this one. This could be a small undercut and rally. I'm pretty much BTC only in this run for the most part, so I'm not as in tune with everything else. But right now, this drop right here does look like there's your diverging RSI, which is what I was looking for there. Um, Not a tremendous amount of buying pressure. Same with BTC though. Still don't have a tremendous amount of buying pressure, but it'll likely step in at some point. So the indicators right now are not very clear. You just kind of have to, like I said, I've taken positions down here towards the beginning of the stream about a half an hour ago, and right now they're working fine. and I'm just holding on to those positions. So if you think about it, when we get back up towards all-time highs, which could take a week, a couple of weeks, it's hard to say exactly. You're looking at a 25% gain just from here, which is pretty good. But yeah, it does look good for a bottom. Hey guys, I got to get out of here. My voice is struggling this morning. I got to go hydrate. And we were extreme streaming, hopefully, trying to catch the bottom. We kind of did right when the stream opened, so unfortunately most people weren't able to kind of see that part of it. But we did find support on my trend line at the 21 EMA, which a lot of people follow. I like this 21 and 14 EMA. We also got support at the 28 EMA. And yeah, I think all in all, everything's pretty good. Hopefully that is the bottom. And yeah, hit the like button, as Famba said. Hit the like button. So, all right, guys. Well, have a great day. Thanks for joining me on the Extreme Stream. And I will see you guys next time, hopefully at highs or something. Maybe I'll do another Extreme Stream when we get to highs. All right, everyone. Have a great day. I will see you later or in the Power Hour. All right, guys. Bye.